Welcome to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to go over our RC car collection in order. So first off, we have the DHK Hunter. This is not waterproof, but I do run this on a 2S LiPo battery. It does come with a regular nickel battery, but of course I thought that was too slow, so I decided to go with the 2S. I love the 2S. It's actually a 50 cell 2S. And I just do have a lot of fun with this RC car, and my son does ride this too, and he has fun with it as well. Here we have the Traxxas grave digger, and I left the body on to show you guys that this is waterproof, and I did have it in the water to about up to here, and this thing does go through mud and water very well. And if you notice that this is the original Traxxas grave digger body, because it has the two X's at the bottom, and the two X's does make it authentic. They do have reproduction bodies for this Traxxas Gravedigger body. However, that's like 15-20 bucks, and the original one alone can go between $150 to $200 just for the body and not the RC. And it does need new tires. The tires are a little bit worn, so it will need new tires. Does have a nice wheelie bar in the back, which is always nice for doing wheelies. This does have 3 modes. It has a race mode, a sports mode, and a training mode. And when the kids run it, I do keep this in training mode just so they're able to keep control of it. I have 4 Traxxas batteries that go with it. I have 2 that do not fit in all the way, but that's okay because when it's in training mode, it's not going to be jumping up and doing anything crazy like that. And I do have 2 of the regular batteries that actually do fit in this properly. Here's the other battery that just fits in there. I was able to actually get these 2 batteries here, I think off of Facebook. Somebody was selling them. I was able to pick them both up for about $20 total, and usually these are about $30 to $40 each if I'm not mistaken. Here is the Red Cat Everest 10 rock crawler. They decided to go with the blue one. Somebody in the family has a red one, so we're able to tell the red and the blue one apart on who's who when we're rock crawling. This just runs at a regular 7.2 nickel battery, and I do love this thing. The suspension on this thing is really nice. This thing goes all over the place. It's very flexible. You can climb up tree stumps with it. At one point I was able to climb up halfway a tree with it. It is not waterproof. It does have, from what I understand, you can get a waterproof servo, you can get a waterproof motor as well, and you can make this into a rear steer also. They do make kits to make this a rear steer. Thought about doing that sometime in the future, but as of right now I'm just going to keep it the way it is, keeping it stock. And here is Aiden's military truck. This is the WPL B1. They do make another edition of this, which I've seen online. Not really sure what the difference is on it. The headlights do light up on this, which is nice, so you can actually use this in the dark, and it's a lot of fun to play with. Here is the Team Tenergy balance charger that I use. And this is what I use to charge all of the RCs. And it has a timer on it, and it goes off when it's done, which is nice. It's good to always balance charge the batteries, so this way you don't have any issues. I did have an issue with this LiPo battery. At one point, this LiPo battery here, I tried to hook it up to the charger, and it would not charge. It was telling me that the cells were too low. Or something like that. It just wasn't working for some reason. I was able to charge it as a nickel battery. I was able to trick it, and I set it at 7.4 volts, and then when it started to spike up, what I did was I stopped it, and then when I put it back on to charge through LiPo, I was able to get this thing to balance charge, so I was able to actually save this battery. This battery was about 30 bucks on, I think I got this on Amazon for about 30 bucks, 30 or 40 bucks, something like that. So I'm glad I was able to do that. So if you guys actually ever have trouble trying to charge your battery after the cell's too low, don't throw it away. Don't get discouraged on it. What you can do is you can YouTube it. That's exactly what I did. I YouTubed it. There was a YouTuber out there that actually said that if it says that the cells are too low and it won't charge, to put it on nickel at 7.4 volts. Once it reaches between 2 to 4 volts or something like that, 1 to 2 volts, you can stop it and then switch it over to LiPo, and it'll actually give it a fully, it'll give it a full charge for you. So what we're going to do is, this is actually part 1 of this series. I'm going to do a part 2 hopefully before it starts to get cold out. The weather here hasn't been so good, so in another video we'll actually get all these in action, and what I'll do is I'll come back and we'll post another video. Alright guys, well that concludes our part 1 of this series. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe.